today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Return team.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Frisco. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Elliott. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job and excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards.
Over 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to O.J.
A big
Howard.
play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A loss of 4
Jalen
yards.
Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That pass play good for 7, but it's still, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyler Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
What's
things up? Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
League and rushing for this stretch of time.
38-yard line.
Now you take on the identity. You
5.
now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the... quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, there's some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards. Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
It's just me and you. Mine's 54.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was going.
The ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
That's the
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
Steps away. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
41-yard line.
Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, the coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of
down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
A gain of 2.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going right now. Right now. Let's run, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control. They can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes.
The pass.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Chris Godwin.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. You better believe that he's going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football.
Prescott's pass complete. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
That's the end.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning. beginning to this one. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. I hope to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll work to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now a first down down by Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go on the end of Jones.
Jones again, the ball
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ronald Jones, the
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, he'll try to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on his Hopkins now for the extra point.
You know, in golf, we often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well,
we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
21-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Ronald
Not
Jones,
looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there. watching for trouble on the road and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. Jones, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt like at that time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
As you said earlier, this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they really have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Ronald Jones,
and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Taking it in from a yard out. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game, defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 47-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
For the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Prescott yet again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Sacked by Shaquille Barrett.
He's been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
In your face.
Prescott from the gun. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now. Try and run some clock now with Jones. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run there by Jones. 46 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
The ball carrier.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Ronald Jones.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they're able to retain possession.
Cowboys.
15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yards.
This man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bucs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Smith to return it. Good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off board.
Second and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run it down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
We had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, this one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
To Calvin Ridley.
Back-to-back receptions for him, but it's another first down.
And a Falcon first down.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 12 carries, 55 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost like in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time. I think
he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Vita Vea gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
We're talking about how teams are so competitive in the match. You just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, well, they gave up 3. They moved the ball on us very well.
36-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And mark him at the 5.
That's another
A good pick up there, 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to play it.
Keyword, quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Makes the score
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up 3rd down.
And 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled out some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The quarterback sack.
Marlon Davidson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
At the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun. To throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
First down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angle.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Just a full-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Falcons 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something the quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan will drop this underneath to Gurley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
45,
On first down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line.
Jones, the ball
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll buy some time right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30 yards. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. There's Evans again. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And his kick is right through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Falcons.
Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Got a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line.
At their own.
May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
And up
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Shane Murphy-Bunting.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Godwin. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back now in Tampa.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
He's
The end-zone play last time is followed by a much more route. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Touchdown number 20 on the year. And this This Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Gurley. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard
throw
line.
is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Pass.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And a Falcon first down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. Back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Throwing again. Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Down, Falcons.
Watch the screen.
To throw again is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Again, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it and know it.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And he's able to put it through. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off.
The Falcons.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
he'll let one go deep for Howard. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And 3.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year is noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they
today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And Josh Hill has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He'll take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The numbers for Coleman last week. 17 carries, 51 yards.
And Brian, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success. And we see the
it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
What you doing out there, boy? This ain't no...
To the end zone. Fumble recovery, touchdown for the Bucs. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play. There was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Dalton, 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Dalton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the...
He's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
The down up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken at the 15. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over for the new set of downs. Field position for him here as they come up for their own 44. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be out of...
We've ever talked to him. We've had that conversation with him prior to the game.
Nothing.
They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.